sure you got your strap tight. You a bitch, so is that nigga that you act like. Don't want smoke, I ain't gonna fight. I don't want this gold up on my wrist, I want them diamonds on me glistening. If you ain't talking money, motherfucker, I ain't listening. Niggas gotta die to get some fucking recognition. You don't get respect if you ain't toting no piston, nigga, listen. We both bleed, but we ain't the same. I know real shooters can't be fucking with no lane. Yeah, you want the money and I know you want the fame, but you can't have that shit if you don't even know the game. I'm just saying, call me to the boss, you the middleman.
Hey y'all.
Say YouTube.
Welcome to another Poly Daily Talk.
Yeah.
I'm Des.
I'm Isaiah.
Today we will be talking about before we even start the video, y'all like, comment, and subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. Like the video before you even watch it, because it's gonna be a good video regardless.
Yeah.
We be seeing the views be like,
Yeah.
and then the likes just be like, oh, 3 likes, 4 likes, 5 likes.
What's going
10
on
likes.
with y'all?
Like,
Y'all some watching? Show love, man.
But y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed. There's a lot of people who be watching our stuff but aren't subscribed. Like, why are you watching if you're not subscribed? That's Rose.
Hey. Hey, in my PJs.
But yeah, today's Poly Dirty Talk is going to be about a post that I recently posted that like had us talking a little bit, conversating. And it's basically what did I say? How to not, I don't know how to word it, lose yourself in parenthood.
Don't forget how to be a wife just because you're a mom.
Okay, yeah. Let me go more deep into why we talked about this. So I saw a post that basically was saying what he just said, like, don't forget to be a wife. But no, that's not what the post said. I'm gonna pull up the post right here. But basically, you were a wife before you became a mom or something like that, and don't forget that you're a wife in motherhood. I just keep repeating it. Yeah, I know. Don't start. But we just brought that up yesterday or something like that too, right? When we were just chilling here.
Yeah, I believe so.
But yeah, I feel like that's a very important, like, especially for women, because I feel like women do it the most because, once you have kids, it's like your whole focus sometimes. And as great as that sounds, some people forget that, like, you're still a wife. You're still in a relationship. You still have to cater to your partner, because as much as invested as you are in your kids, you still have to be invested in your partner as well. And I think almost every woman that has a child can really relate to it at least a little bit, because it's just like it happens like that sometimes. Sometimes you lose yourself. Sometimes like you don't even think about like yourself or like anything when you have kids. Like it's just you're so focused on the kid, and it's really hard to juggle everything because after a child there's a lot of hormones and emotions are everywhere and stuff, and it's really hard to like keep yourself together sometimes. Like you have to be a really strong person to like after having kids to become the same person that you were prior, because you'll probably never be the same after having a child. So but going back to like the root of like who you are before you were a mother, and like the relationship that you and your partner had before you guys were parents is like really important, I think. What do you gotta say?
Well, how did that make you feel? You ever lose focus on being a wife and being a mom?
For sure. I would say that when I had my first son, Jawan, he was like, I'll say like the first like 3-4 months, it was really like he was all I thought about, obviously, like, you don't really think about how your partner may feel, or like your partner's needs first or anything like that. And sometimes you try to find reasons to justify it, because it's a baby, like, oh, my baby needs me, but it's like before the baby, you had a partner that also needs you, because if you guys are in love, if you guys are together, and this is like y'all life, it's not just your life anymore. You gotta think about each other in certain situations. So, when I had my son, I definitely kind of lost, like, even like myself, like the relationship I had with myself. I didn't even think about myself. Like, I wasn't like eating healthy or like doing healthy things. I was just only focused on like what my baby needed. So like, as much as I thought I was doing a great job, because I was doing a great job as a mother, like as a whole, as a person, I fell short a lot. So, and it didn't really, it took me a long time to realize it too. It took me months, maybe even a year later, to realize that like I did things, and like there was certain ways that I was being, and like that I was like changing and altered like my way that I was after having a child too. I don't think I ever had somebody tell me like after the fact. It was more of like a realization after a bunch of stuff done messed up. No, I meant like in that time.
Oh.
In that time, like it took me like.
Because before she even made this post, I already been talking about stuff like this.
Yeah,
You know?
it's a topic to, whatever.
Sure.
So, and then you've had multiple children, and then multiple women too. So they're all different, and every situation is kind of different. But it's kind of almost one and the same though, because women kind of go through the same thing when having a child, like, So it's not a completely bad thing to like want to focus on your child completely, but it is bad when you're like in a partnership and you can't notice it, or even if you someone is told to you, because I feel like it wasn't told to me at the time. So it took me to go through like feeling certain feelings, getting into arguments and doing like certain things and everything, to realize that like the reason for it, and like things that I could have done that was better, or ways that I could have been that could have like made it a little more smoother. But I give myself grace for that, because it was my first time and I was super young. So so now when I talk about it, it's a little more easier for me because I've been through it, so I know what not to do and like ways to fix it and stuff like that. Because I didn't really have like friend moms or anything like that, or none of my friends had like experienced anything like that before, really. So, and then my mom with me and with my siblings for most of her life has been a single mom, so it's not like much that she can tell me relationship wise on like how to do things, because she doesn't know us either. So
did you ever ask when you did start to realize things? Did you and your mom ever have a talk? Stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, me and my mom had conversations and stuff, but I didn't really like go to my mom for relationship advice or anything like that, truthfully. Just being the fact that I've never seen like a super long-term relationship come from her. I'd never really chose to lean on her for relationship advice or anything like that. And when I did it, she's pretty good. I mean, she learned from her mistakes as well, like in her like failed relationships and stuff. So there was certain times where like me and my baby daddy would get into it, and she'll be like, no, like, you're like, think about it before you start just talking shit, me emotional, young and stuff. And it's so bad to say, but like having a single mom all my life is like, hey, I can do this shit by myself, I don't need you, but that's so bad. It's so toxic. And like she would be like, bitch, I'm 40, you think I want to be single right now? So like I said, she learned from certain things of her life. So the relationship advice that she did give me did kind of help me, but I kind of had to go through the stuff to learn it more.
Yeah. So what do you think come first? The husband or the kids?
The husband, for sure.
And now, but before you thought the kids?
Not necessarily.
So what made you still tend to the kids and forget about your boyfriend?
I don't know. I think it was the relationship that I was into. I wasn't like super happy, so it was pretty easy for me to choose my child over him. Like, Like if I'm already not happy in like the actual relationship, and then I've already grown up with a woman who's done it on her own, or even when she did have a long-term relationship, like it wasn't with her any of her baby daddies. So it's like, I know that there's something else out there if it isn't for me. So just like seeing that stuff, it kind of influenced how I thought about it in like the first time, and then we were young and stuff. So yeah. Yeah. So why'd you look like that?
I'm just listening. I'm listening like they're listening, you know.
Yeah, I mean, trial and error. That's how I felt about my situation at that time. And then now, like seeing now that I'm a little bit older, and I have friends that have kids now.
Yeah.
That's been in relationships. They're still with their father, their kids and stuff, and working stuff out certain ways and stuff because we're older now. So, like, the mentality is a little different. Being with y'all and like, you know, seeing how like you guys have way more years on me, like relationship wise. So, seeing how all of that goes and stuff like that is completely different. So I've learned a lot, taken in a lot. Go ahead, your turn.
What do you mean? Go ahead, your turn. You mean
Your turn.
Give me
What
a
do you
question?
mean?
What do
Like,
you mean? My turn.
How do you feel about like the whole topic in general? Like losing. Do you feel like men do it too, or do you think it's just a woman thing?
No, it's just a woman thing. Man literally would sit there and give up everything just for, you know, the woman in so many different ways. I mean, I guess it's a problem if it's a little cuckoo here or there or something that's different from the norm. But regardless, there's not attached feelings with men like that. You know, their home is their home, and they literally will die for you as a person. You know, unalive themselves as a person. Not themselves, but for you. You know, if that case scenario came down, that's the ultimate value of proving love by giving your heart to someone else before they take yours. And that's the difference. I don't think a lot of women understand when it comes down to certain things, when it comes down to choosing the kids over the man and stuff. Because me, I don't per se believe that, you know. And when I talk to somebody that's contradicting, I laugh at them a lot. So if I ask you if you're a Christian and you're sitting here saying that you put your kids first, and actually if you're a Christian, that's why it sometimes becomes a joke to me. Like, how can you say you're a Christian and then yet sit there and you're putting your kids first? Even in the Bible, it tells you husband comes first. It tells you that. So how are you going to be loyal to a God and then yet God made man the images of him, but yet you can't even be loyal to somebody that's there? Same concept of you disrespecting your man and not listening to him, but going to the workplace of your boss and saying this and saying that. Your man literally pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? If you got a man that don't pay the bills, at least he's there as a physical feature of something that can be there to protect and to make sure that you are feeling safe. You get what I'm saying? It's just different on the value that bring in between man and woman, you know. And then you got to make sure you're picking the right woman too that's going to understand the difference, her value when it's higher than a man's, because she got to be there to love and support you and uplift you and bring things to the concept of your life to make yourself better. So I think the whole thing of, you know, forgetting how to be a wife while you're sitting there because you're a mom and then putting your husband aside, I mean, it kind of sucks in so many different ways. And I'm definitely going to talk about it on my page too. And one of the main things I'm going to speak on, I'm going to talk about it here as well, but I'll go more in depth over there. It's only because, damn, just imagine like somebody that you love and that you're with. At the end of the day, they don't understand the value of each of you as a person, like what you have to do as a man to provide. So to bring it into retrospect so you understand what I'm saying, like imagine the mama's gonna always be praised. That's why I hit harder when your mom passed. That's why I hit harder when I'm going to mama house. Mama didn't buy the house. She didn't buy the house. We're not talking about no housing. We're not talking about no Section 8. We're not talking about no fucking, like something that was given from the government, which is a man as well in so many different ways, like supporting you, but taking it from the person that you lay down with and say that you love. Like, that's how you got all those things. If you're that person, say if you were a woman and you bought your own house, okay, cool. So even if your man is there, I mean, think about when somebody's coming in and saying, "Oh, I'm going to mama house," when your dad is the one who actually bought it. That's crazy to me. They're looking only at one aspect, and that's because the mom have more times with the kids. The dad have to go out and make money to provide the daily payments for the house, the situationship for the house, the things that's needed in the house constantly. Bills don't stop coming. And if you got kids, there's no way you can juggle a full-time job, take care of the kids, and be there presently as a woman or a man. So that's why you guys need each other. And it helps in that scenario because now it's just looked upon the dad being not present all the time because he's the one who's actually sacrificing and providing. Not saying a woman don't. I'm just saying, like, the aspect of the man perspective of it. Like, we don't get as much credit as we should because of the mom is always there, which that's how it's supposed to be. So that's why the man come first, because the woman got to be able to know that and be able to uplift the man where he can keep going. Because if you sitting here downing him to the kids, and the kids already being like not seeing a present father, which he go to work at 6 and then he get back home at 6 and then he got to eat, or he fighting traffic, get back home by 8, can't really play with you, can't really do things, can't come to your football game, your basketball game, your soccer event. It just sucks, And then when he do got time to himself, he's not really trying to be involved with the kids. He can try, but he need his own piece of solitude. Like, he had to also be there for his wife as well. So it's a lot that boils into that, especially monogamously. And a lot of women, a lot of people don't even understand it. Men don't even know how to put it sometimes. You feel me? It was like, dang.
And I was gonna say that too. There's like a difference in like being in a poly and like monogamously, because like when you have a child and like after birth, like postpartum depression and stuff like that stuff's real. Like and sometimes it's like extremely uncontrollable. Like as much as like as controlled of a person you can be with your emotions and stuff, like some things are just uncontrollable when it comes like after having a child or even being pregnant and stuff. And like sometimes you have to take a step back and really like focus on yourself and like regroup and like understand that like as a woman that like you're gonna feel certain things and go through certain things emotionally and stuff, and your body's gonna go through certain things. And like being in a poly is like definitely there's like an upside to it when it comes to having children and stuff like that, because you don't necessarily, this is like almost like what in my notes is like how we share the load.
Yeah. Like
you don't necessarily have to, and I'm not saying like, oh good, like the other wives got it, I ain't gotta worry about him or nothing like that, but it's just like you don't necessarily have to stress yourself and wear yourself thin to be everybody in one for your partner, because you have help.
And you still gonna stress yourself even with
you're
the
gonna
help.
do it
like,
because
you want to do more if you really love the person. So
it's still gonna happen, but
it's
like
less of.
Yeah, it's like it's
and it shouldn't even really happen, because like you're straight. Just make sure you're doing what you need to do those things that you want to do. In other words, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you got a lot to worry about in a poly relationship. A lot of words come from the actual concept of yourself.
Yeah, your
and
own emotions,
your own
and
emotions,
how you feel,
your own things,
really
how
inside.
and why you think of situations like that.
Yeah.
So that will be on the next episode as well. That's gonna be our next topic and stuff. Rose, who actually choking right now, would probably be in that video as well.
Sure.
She having just unalived herself by choking dramatically like that. But,
and also with that, I wanted to say this while you were talking. It doesn't mean like completely forget about your kids or nothing like that, obviously. But like you have to remember, once your kids are grown and old, even before they even get out your house, they gonna be forgetting about you.
Nah, for
like,
real.
Like our kids be upstairs on the game, don't even be worried about us. Don't hear our voices over the TV, over the phone, over each other, nothing. They're only like 11, 12, 10, 5. Like they're only kids and they already be forgetting about us. Like, and
We
then
took the
your part,
PlayStation
once they
from
go,
them.
yeah.
We
like,
took it from them, and they've been with us every time they get out of school. From then on out, they've been here with us.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what
Like,
you
we have to
guys
force them
doing? Let's play cards.
spend some time.
Can we go outside? Like, man, this is what we've been trying to get y'all to do.
Yeah, so it's not like, oh, completely forget about your kids. It's just remember, like, your partner is forever. Your kids is obviously forever too. They're always gonna want their parents around, and but maybe not. Maybe they're gonna grow up and they're gonna do their own thing. And
Y'all
you only
know
talk
how
to
it
them
is,
once a
'cause,
month. Like,
yeah,
you don't
y'all.
know.
That's exactly what ended up happening. Y'all women know that. Y'all done seen it. Y'all just
No, but,
think
you
that
know,
y'all
some
gonna
people-
make it different, a
Yeah.
difference, and then no. And you know, I even did it to my mom when I wasn't there. Like, all she did was love us and love us and love us. You feel me? Like, provided and sacrificed. I can only imagine, like, you know, and then to go through it yourself when you get older is like, hey, like,
You gotta
it's
be an
life.
adult. Yeah.
Yeah.
At some point you're an adult and you have to worry about you and, you know, the new family that you're growing into
Yeah.
and building. So, and then as a parent, you should already understand that. Like, you know, like your parents are gonna understand. So your kids are gonna understand once they get older. So.
Yeah, pretty much. So.
But yeah, this video is getting a little extensive. But that was basically, you know, something that we wanted to touch base on to talk about, you know. So let us know how y'all feel about it, you know. Husband or children, who comes first? I don't think there's like a real if you say children after this and you're with your partner or whatever, I need some real good backup details, like why.
Yeah.
But I mean, to each his own. Whatever.
Ain't gotta be a man though. If he a man and he handling business, like I'm not talking about a fling or a little boyfriend, a baby daddy, an unpresent baby daddy. Like
husband.
a man, a husband, like somebody you gave vows to. You know how that go.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't understand. Like nah. Like and a lot of transpiring things that have happened on social media where who get the plate first and blah
and even
like,
not
what?
husband, even if it's just your baby daddy, like how you think you're gonna become a wife one day? You know what I'm saying? Like men want to see that, you know, you putting them first, regardless of, like, you know, of course, be a good
crazy.
mother, great,
I don't know.
but
y'all supposed to be no, I'm saying I don't know. Like I get it, but you're supposed to be a family.
yeah,
You know, and it's roles to each one. So if you're getting the highest praise as a mom, and you know dad's the one that providing everything, that's cool. Make sure your kids understand where it's coming from and hard work, and then make sure, you know, you teaching them that, hey, go give them a hug, go tell them you love them, or something. You know what I mean? Don't let them
For sure.
forget. And you yourself, you know, do the same and make sure he's appreciated and understood. Because a man can only go so long doing it until he actually be able to express himself and say it, and it may not come out the way that you think it would and may cause a lot of problems. But if you was a woman, you would have known what was going to happen. You know, you could have made it better. You could have been better for it and understood that those words had never needed to come from his mouth if you was doing your part. So a lot of accountability and a lot of these things come from each person, each role in a relationship as well. So, you know, this was a good video. This was a good topic for sure. And yeah, I gotta tune in to the next episode because Rose will probably be here, and we're gonna be talking about becoming a stripper. No, I just play. I just play.
wait a minute.
I just play.
What you know about that?
I just play. That's not a topic at all, y'all.
Not the topic, but anyways, thank y'all for watching.
Yeah. What
Y'all
she said.
like, comment, subscribe, give us a super thanks. Y'all don't know what that is. It's basically a donation to us. To what? Oh, okay. Basically a donation. We want to start putting some merch out. We want to do giveaways. We want to do stuff to like be more interactive with our supporters and stuff like that. So the only way we can do that is to know that we actually have some supporters. So y'all go show some support. We also have memberships. If you go to the little community tab on our channel, there's different tiers of memberships that you have different perks and stuff that you can get. So yeah, y'all go look into that. But yeah, we'll see y'all in our next video. Thank you for watching our Poly Daily Talk. Deuces. Say bye, Rose.
Bye.